Do you love making clothes? Are you a home sewer, aspiring designer, or dressmaker? Do you struggle with patterns because they don't often fit or you don't find the styles that you want? I want to give you the secret to fine fitting clothes, whether you make your own patterns or use commercial patterns. And that secret is the sloper. The sloper, also called a master pattern, block, or even slope, is the indispensable tool for pattern making in industry. And of course, it is taught in fashion schools. What is a sloper? A sloper is a template used for all flat pattern making. The sloper is where it all starts. The designer has an idea, a sketch, and then takes the sloper appropriate for that sketch and manipulating the sloper onto paper or through a computer creates the style, the design that they want. And now I teach this to you for free. What does a sloper look like? This is the front of my torso sloper. It starts at the shoulder and goes down to the hips. There is a front and there is a back. The sloper has no seam allowance, only darts to create the shape. How do we get a sloper? I teach two methods. I teach the draped method, and I also teach a taped method, which is a very simple process anyone can do. And I take you on a journey from beginning to end. You will start with learning how to make the sloper, how to fit it, and then how to make patterns from it. Once we have the basic sloper, we need to test the fit. So we create a pattern for the sloper by adding seam allowance to it. And this is what it looks like with seam allowance. I've put it on paper so it's a little easier to see. We sew it in muslin and have a fitting shell. This is my personal torso fitting shell. As you can see, there's enough room to breathe and move a little bit, but not too much room. From this, I've made blouses, jackets, coats, dresses. So we have a sloper, then we have a pattern, and then we have a fitting shell. If the fitting shell needs any fit corrections, we make those, transfer them back to the original sloper, and then use the sloper for making patterns. I have tutorials on making slopers for the torso, for the dress sloper, the sleeve sloper, and the skirt sloper, and the sloper for making pants. With the torso sloper, you can make things that don't have a fitted waistline. With the dress sloper, you can make shirtwaist dresses, ball gowns that are fitted at the waist. The bodice can be used for corsetry and tight-fitting blouses. And the skirt, of course, can be used for any style of skirt. The sleeve sloper is used for all styles of sleeves. I'll take you on a journey from making the sloper, fitting the sloper, using the sloper for a pattern to make blouses and skirts. I have a free guide download. This guide will show you step by step which tutorials to watch so you can follow along in a sequential manner to get the information you need. It's very clear and concise and easy to follow.